Hi, Virgo. Thank you so much for stopping by. So, I am here to do your love reading. This is going to be for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. So, we're going to go ahead and take a look here at what is going on for you in love, Virgo. Okay. I don't know why I'm seeing somebody with a grin on their face. It almost looks like I'm hearing the word sheepish grin. I don't know what that means here, but okay, the connection between you and this person is coming up as the Lovers and the Moon card. So there's some type of, I'm hearing battle. There's some type of battle going on between the two of you. This could be a type of connection where I'm hearing something about peace, getting to a space of peace or peacekeeper. I'm just going to sort of look through this and put it together as we go. But the connection between the two of you, this person, they're coming up as the Queen of Pentacles. Their thoughts and their feelings about you is a Six of Pentacles. Yeah, I don't know why I'm seeing like a staring contest. I'm not sure if this is something to where there's, maybe with the Four of Swords, or maybe you've done that with this person, maybe like a staring contest. But the Seven of Pentacles and the Four of Swords are both very much cards of non-movement or non-action. So it feels like there's definitely a sense of this connection being one to where there's a deep, maybe a deep bond between the two of you with the Lovers and the Moon card here. It feels like it's something to where, for some of you, I'm not sure why this is the case, but this seems to be a connection where it's been buried very deeply. I don't know if it's because, I'm not sure what the reason is for that here just yet, but it seems like a connection where this is something to... Let me get a confirmation before I move too quickly. What kind of connection is this between these two people? We have past life connection. Yeah, so past life connection. It feels like this is something we have trust your intuition in past life. I'm getting this could be connected to one of the two readings that I did recently. It could be, I'm not sure yet, but it feels like this is something to where a lot of you, this connection, you need to trust deeply in what you're feeling intuitively about this specific person. And we'll get more into it to get some more details for it. But it seems like something to where there's a lot of complications here, or there's just a very deep kind of, again, strong karmic past life connection, a strong psychic connection. You may feel like you've known this person before, but they keep bringing me back to like a staring contest. So I don't know if they're referring to just the fact that things are not open yet or not revealed. And when I shuffle this deck too, we do have love chords and we have cloud 9 at the bottom. So very strong connection. I'm getting that this is definitely something to where you're tugging on each other energetically. This could be that you're actively, together, or this possibly could even be that this is something, I'm seeing there's something like a magician, and it's like 1 second you're here, 1 second you're gone. Like, poof, you're here and then you're gone. So that could be something that, maybe this is energetically speaking, or this is actually physically, maybe this person shows up and then they kind of are not there anymore, or something like that. I'm getting to where it definitely feels like this is your intuition is really, connecting you with this person. I'm hearing don't be afraid. So it kind of feels like this is something too where for some of you, depending on if this is someone that you're actively with or not, don't be afraid to either explore this or to trust what you're feeling about this particular person. This would probably be a connection, if this is for you, where it's a very kind of maybe euphoric type of connection. You feel like you're on cloud 9 with them, or this is something even in the 5D that's very strong psychically. I'm hearing with the Eight of Pentacles, this is something to where the progression of this connection has been moving forward or kind of gaining some type of momentum between the two of you. Let me see a little bit more. Let me actually see this person over here, the person connected to you, how they're thinking and feeling about you. Six of Pentacles. I'm seeing somebody doing push-ups. So maybe they work out or they're doing push-ups here, but it's maybe like a preparation too. How is this person thinking and feeling about you? Two of Pentacles. The Hermit is at the bottom. I'm hearing, let me be frank with you. I don't know if somebody said that. And actually, again, we have setting the record straight at the bottom. So let me be frank with you. Maybe they use that terminology because that's not something I would normally say. Or this is, yeah, definitely this is somebody who wants to be upfront with you about something. They want to be frank with you. Let's see what that's about. But they're definitely coming up, their thoughts and feelings about you. I'm hearing taking your temperature. So I don't know. This could be something that with the Two of Pentacles, they... tell me a little bit more, Spirit. How is this person thinking and feeling about the viewer? For some of you, specifically, I'm getting that you could have shared either like an intimate time together recently, or there was something about a long kiss goodbye. That's just for someone specific. Maybe, you know, this could have been something that you met this person recently and you shared like a long kiss goodbye, and maybe it felt very cloud nine with the two of you, or they are remembering and reminiscing about a time when you shared intimacy or when you had that kind of, I'm hearing Memphis, so somebody could live in Memphis, Tennessee. How are they thinking and feeling about you with this? I'm seeing somebody with a tear in their eye, pretend, limit. Okay, so this definitely feels like this is probably a situation for a lot of you who this is something to where this is a very strong connection. So with the past life connection, they may have either run from the connection. It could have been, somebody could be a car mechanic too, or someone exchanged or, you know, repaired a flat tire. Somehow you did that together maybe. But with the running here, yeah, this is somebody who's been hiding a lot of their feelings, pretend, mask, exaggeration, and bluff. And obviously they're wanting to be frank with you, or they're wanting to be honest with you about something. And it feels like with the limit, they're showing me like ashes on the ground, to where this person may have had a breaking point when it comes to you recently. Again, you've probably been in either no contact for some of you, or things have been frozen. Things have been, I'm hearing pushed to the side. So maybe they pushed you to the side, or you pushed them to the side. Or, like I said in the very beginning, with the connection being the Lovers, the Moon, I can see this being a situation to where, you know, maybe it was something to where you have to know in this reading that what you felt with this person was very real, or what you still feel, depending on if this is a new or past person. And, you know, for example, with the Moon, there's something about it to where it was somehow pushed down or pushed to the side. I'm not sure why yet. It could be with the Two of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. Possibly for some, it could be because of a third party. But it seems like this is something to where the energy between you both is very real, and you needed confirmation, or you're watching this for confirmation of what you're feeling is real. And I'm hearing something about an opportunity. Either you met at a time where it was a very rare opportunity, so it could have been something to where you were not, I guess it could have been that you kind of met at a time, I don't know what that means. Maybe you didn't plan to meet, or you didn't plan to hang out a certain time, but you had a rare opportunity, or there's going to be a rare opportunity between the two of you once again, maybe to, you know, further this. It's something like that, where this is a connection that's highlighted by the Moon. So a strong psychic connection here, where it hasn't been maybe physically out in the open, or it hasn't been discussed, or something of the sort here I'm getting, but your intuition is letting you know. And I am getting, for some, your intuition could also be leading you on to something that you don't like around the connection. I want to confirm, but it could even be with the two queens here too. You may feel like this is something like, was this just too good to be true, or was this connection with the Cloud 9? You know, there's something I feel that is in the way, but I'm seeing somebody like turn on a lamp and then turn off a lamp. So with the receptive and the pride, it definitely feels like something to where regardless of what category you're in, this is something that feels like probably the person connected to you, or even both of you maybe, have been metaphorically like turning on the light to revisit it or to think about it. I think I said before too, with the Magician kind of popping in and then popping out. So that could be actually to where you receive messages spontaneously and then it's kind of ghosting again, or you think about them in spurts and then you stop thinking about them. There's just a feeling here. I am hearing jealousy too. Someone could live somewhere in the Mediterranean, or you're visiting there. Let me see a little bit more about this connection itself between the two of you. Where is this connection? What kind of connection is this between you both? Something about math. Actually, they're showing me that meme. You know that common meme where it shows like an equation and the woman is confused about what the equation means? That they're like, I'm sure you know what I mean. I'm seeing that. So maybe this is something to where there's a lot of confusion about this connection, and maybe that's why your intuition is coming up here to confirm that, yes, what you are feeling is correct. I'm hearing you haven't even scratched the surface. You haven't even scratched the surface. Let me see. I'm hearing 50 Shades of Grey, so that series could mean something for someone, or this connection could, I don't know, be like that. Let me see. What is the connection between you and this person? Yeah, so Queen Bee. Yeah, definitely. This is confirming I think I'll link it below, but there was one reading I did, which is a strong psychic connection between two people, and we have this card, and here it is again, Eerie Love. And it says, unexplainable bond, exchanging psychic energy, feel it in the bones, can't shake you off, signs are everywhere, running but can't hide. So this is definitely for those of you in that category to where it's a very strong psychic connection, and you probably cannot get rid of the thoughts of them no matter what you do or how hard you try. And I'm getting somebody lace up their shoes. Somebody could be a runner, or you've been, going on runs maybe. It kind of feels like the viewer here. It's like with the Queen Bee here, a new lens, and you coming up as the star. You are definitely somebody who is very self-assured, especially if you're a woman here, but you can reverse the roles. You're definitely someone who could even have a bit of intimidation to you. This person could be intimidated by you, and that's also how you would know maybe who it is. I'm hearing shell-shocked. So again, I don't know if this is maybe speaking to the connection somehow being like shell-shocked if you were to, when you met maybe, or something about it. Anything else weird about the current status of this connection? Finding common ground. I'm hearing messenger. So yeah, remember I said in the beginning to somebody who wants to set the record straight with you. This could definitely be a message that is incoming, or that you've already had exchange with this person, to where they've been wanting to set the record straight about something, and it's maybe about finding common ground between the two of you. It feels like this is definitely a connection where this is something to where you both could really trigger each other. Caged heart, damaged, and we have up in the air. So again, things are up in the air right now. I just don't know if this is something to where you've met them recently, or this is something to where it's just an ongoing kind of psychic connection. But you, especially the viewer, you've really either been a way shower for them with the star, for them to kind of look inside of themselves recently, or with the Hermit, or you're just somebody in general who has been looking deep within yourself, and you both have maybe been needing to do this. And it seems like that's one of the big components of this connection, and how you'll probably know if this is your story, because you've been needing to, kind of grow and learn who you are. And there's something with this Queen Bee to where this connection has triggered this to happen within you. Again, I'm hearing pushed aside again, or sidelined. So this definitely could be, I'm going to look into them a little bit more now to kind of confirm what else we can pick up on about them. But it definitely could be a connection where they've either pushed you aside, or something about this right now is up in the air. And maybe it's kind of either forced you to look within, or it's forced you to, I'm hearing bad deal or bad hand, kind of like if you're playing poker and you get the bad hand. I don't know. Let me go ahead and look at them here and see. So how is this person, tell me a little bit more about who is this person, first of all, with the Queen of Pentacles? Who is this person that you are connected to that's coming up in this reading? Yeah, I'm seeing somebody sitting like on a bench or something, and they're dreaming of you, but they're almost like in their mind, I'm seeing somebody think about like, I don't want to come across as fake, I'm hearing, or I don't want to come across as not being genuine. So they've been kind of going back and forth in their mind about wanting to explain something. I'm seeing an iguana for some reason. I don't know if that means something, or you live somewhere with iguanas, or somebody has an iguana. It could also be like a chameleon. Maybe a Gemini energy, or someone who could be a chameleon. But it's like this person is sitting there and pondering like, I don't want to come across as fake. So I can definitely see this could be a situation where, depending, for one group of you, this could be a recent connection where it started off really, maybe cloud nine, it started off really intense, and this is Spirit's way of confirming that what you felt is true, what you felt is very real. But for example, for one group, it could be that, if there is a third party, or if there is another factor, they could be sitting there and pondering about how they don't want to, scare you off, or they don't want to explain what happened here, or to come through with the message and come across somehow as not being real or genuine. Or if you had like a falling out, they are right now in the middle of figuring out how they can say something and come across in a way that is frank with you. So I feel like they are in that space here. This could also be if there's no third party, or if it's just something that it's a separation. It's somebody who's been having a lot of dreams or fantasies about you, and they don't want to come across as being insincere when it comes to kind of taking off the mask and saying something to you. So they've been sitting there. This person is definitely someone who's been maybe spending this time alone. The Hermit has been coming up actually a lot recently, but they've been really on the brink, or they've been, I'm hearing something like, I can't change who I am, or I can't change what happened, something like that. Who is this person that's attached to you in this reading? We have in the spotlight, attention, heart storm is at the bottom. How are they coming through? Yeah, it's like a feeling again I'm getting of like going through the storm. It's like they have to either go through some type of storm and handle it. Let me get a little bit more. How is this person showing up? Who are they? I'm hearing that song, In Your Eyes, In Your Eyes. It's an older song. Yeah, whoever this is, they're really trying to find balance right now. We have the Empress and the Emperor at the bottom. It's like I'm seeing somebody who's really trying to find a fine balance. And I don't know, that could be for some of you because there is a third party. And in that case, it's like they're trying to carefully manage right now, and I'm going to look and see what they want with you, but they may be needing to think about, like I said, if it's something to where they've been dreaming of you or thinking about your encounter, how are they going to do this, or how are they going to navigate this right now? Yeah, something about unfortunate. Let me see. What are they thinking and feeling about you a little bit more so I can confirm? What is this person thinking and feeling about you? The Hermit, the Two of Pentacles. I'm getting the strong sense where they're trying to hold back a lot. They're trying to hold back their passion, because going back to the middle of this reading with the Lovers here, the Moon, the Cloud 9, this definitely is a situation where you've at least exchanged, for a lot of you, maybe like an intimate connection or just something to where it felt like, I'm hearing something about it felt so right, but it maybe was wrong, or it felt so right but the situation was wrong. I'm not the one that you remember. How are they thinking and feeling about you? What's going on here? It's like they're showing me a radio signal where they've been trying to sort of like get to your energy or tune to your vibration, but it's like this, it's just static. They can't seem to get through. Get a little bit more here. What are they thinking and feeling about you? Yeah, so temptations. So tell me, Spirit, a little bit more about why are they coming up here towards the viewer? What is it that they want here towards the viewer? What are they thinking and feeling directly about the viewer? Okay, there's again, temptations. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how this, I'm not really sure how this fits with the whole story of who's who here, because it definitely feels like one of those readings to where this is probably something more complex. There's probably other people involved, or there's other components here. I'm getting this person could laugh a lot, or you laugh together, or this person, they feel like it's strange. It's like they definitely have a big mask on, and that it could be with the reference of laughing. They could be like somebody who is in the spotlight, or they like to be the life of the party maybe. But it's like they're trying to contain their feelings right now. They're trying to hold back a lot. They are trying to maybe live in a certain shell with the pretend at the moment. Again, I'm seeing the lights out again, so they could be with the darkness too. I'm slipping into darkness. This is somebody who seems to have a lot of darkness around them. I don't know, I'm just seeing somebody who's distracting themselves a lot, so I wonder if this is maybe a separation for some of you, or if this is something to where they've just been distracting themselves with maybe other things. It's almost like in an effort to, maybe get away from this, or in an effort to stop thinking about this, or to avoid this kind of thing with the running, Quite the pair. A little bit of a complex energy here, because there's a lot of mixed feelings for this person. Quite the pair, how they're thinking about you, feeling about you. 2 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles. I don't know. It's just like I'm getting somebody who feels kind of irritable right now, or they feel like they're going through something like that's irritating them. 3 of Pentacles here. It feels like a situation like that where they have been in a lot of darkness currently. And it feels like they... What do they want with you? What does this person want with the viewer? Why are they coming up here? What do they want with the viewer of this reading? Yeah, I just keep seeing somebody who's like nonchalantly brushing something off, like brushing off how they feel. So I don't know. It's like somebody who would prefer to brush off how they feel. A lot of maybe ego involved here. The Devil and the Ace of Wands. Yeah, so what they want with you, 9 of Cups. Definitely this is something to where this is somebody who has a lot of attraction towards you. With the Devil here, the Ace of Wands. But it's like they don't have a lot of time. It's somebody who feels, again, yeah, sidetracked. I don't know what this is. It's like somebody who doesn't have a lot of time, though. See, they're really infatuated with you. It was a thing. So that's why it's a little bit of an interesting reading here, because it's somebody who is very, like, infatuated with you, very attached to you almost, hypnotized by you. But when I'm trying to tune into their energy, it's like the opposite is what I'm getting. But I don't think that's actually true. I think it's this pretend. It's this mask that they're wearing. So with the energy I had said in the beginning about let me be frank with you, I am going to confirm that, but this could even be something to where they've been wanting to be honest about how they're keeping it close to their chest. Yeah, I'm seeing this person like keep a poker, like a hand of poker. Somebody could play cards, because I said something about poker earlier too. They want to like keep it, they don't want to show you their cards. They don't want to show you what they're about to do, or they don't want to show you what they're planning to do or what they're thinking. Again, it's like somebody who's really keeping everything to themselves right now, but they feel somehow irritable, like they're trying to swat a fly around them. And this could be something maybe else that they have going on, unless it's something to where they feel irritated by you. But that would probably be if you are, you know, maybe like holding on too tightly maybe or something. But it definitely seems like this is someone who does have a lot of attraction for you. And again, this is like a past life connection I feel that you have with this person. You could have even have, some of you, if you are in contact, I'm getting, you may have been communicating recently about making a plan to you know, meet up or some type of date. But it's like I'm seeing this person doesn't have like room on their schedule or something, or it's like it's a feeling of there's a lot of things going on outside of this connection, which I think can be like a combination of excuses that they're making, or this feeling of the 7 of Pentacles, because obviously they're dreaming about you. So this is why they're a very confusing person. And when I mentioned too up here about somebody who is sitting down and thinking about how they're going to do things without looking a certain way, that could be part of what this is. It just seems like it's going to be specific to your story, but it's something to where they may not want to come across as like, you know, somebody who is not being genuine. They just have a lot going on internally. I think this is somebody who has a lot of this mask on. And again, they could be somebody who's very social, even for some people I'm getting, or they could just like laugh with their friends, or they could come across somehow as not caring, but I don't think that's really the case. And like again, I said in the beginning about like somebody who's reappearing and then stopping and then reappearing, that could be, if you do have a purely energetic connection, that could be what's confusing about this, is because you do feel them tug on you because of the strong psychic bond that you have here. But then it also could confuse you because they pull back again. Or if you are in communication, they could just sort of pop in and then pop back out, and then pop in and then pop back out. So it's definitely a little bit of a Again, I'm hearing you don't know the whole story. So I think I said earlier too, there's something that's not known here entirely of the story, but it feels like there's a lot to look at. So I will go more in the extended, but let me just see. If there's anything else we can pick up on about, I guess, what is this person feeling about you? See, overwhelmed. Unsure. Definitely somebody who feels very unsure. It's like their energy feels really, it's like I'm seeing somebody actually with their feet are not touching the ground, which means that they're very ungrounded. They don't even have maybe not a strong root chakra. They're not grounded on the ground. So this could be, or maybe even for some of you, it can be you. Remember we said before the cloud 9 too, it's something to where this connection, either how you would know probably is that you've already had that type of connection where it felt like almost otherworldly, especially if you did have an intimate connection, but even if not, it's like it felt really, really intense. And this is where Spirit's saying, this connection does have that intensity to it. I'm hearing behind closed doors. So remember I said earlier too, let me see, what's that behind? This person could have a lot going on behind closed doors, or there's something you don't know about behind closed doors. Is there anything else, Spirit, about Three of Cups, High Priestess, Page of Swords? Yeah, definitely behind closed doors. But what is it behind closed doors? I'm hearing the name Veronica. Behind closed doors, first of all, this person's watching you or looking at you. So take this how this will resonate. I don't know if this is something to where you're not allowed to be together, or this is, again, like a third party situation. But it's like you may not know that behind closed doors, they still either think about you, or that this is somebody who feels, again, there's an infatuation here. It feels like this is something that they have been really, I'm hearing, waiting for the right time, or time has been ticking by. So with the Hermit too, it's something that I just feel like they have, whoever this is has not maybe let go of the thought of you for a while, or they have not shown their interest to a full degree kind of. But we have this here too, I have nothing left to give you. So again, I'm seeing this person going in their mind a lot about making some type of decision. What do they feel directly about you? I'm hearing that song, I Love the Way You Move by Outkast. So they love the way that you move. They love, what are they feeling directly about you? What types of emotions do they have directly about you? Some of you could be into the, like, I'm getting fancy life, I'm hearing, or you could be into, I don't know, maybe just, again, we had Queen Bee, so maybe you take care of yourself really well. Some of you, not everyone, but for some of you, you could make a lot of money, or yeah, there's the irritability, or you could just be someone who looks good all the time. So I kind of think this is someone who feels really intimidated by you, or someone who, like, low-key doesn't show that, but they've been feeling, I have to be honest, I'm kind of getting a strange energy here of like somebody talking behind your back. I don't know for sure if it's coming from them, or if it's something to where, you know, maybe you have mutual friends for some people out there. But there's just some type of undertone in this reading of like not being very nice to some degree, or it's maybe it's just how this person's coming up. Again, the irritability, you know, they feel irritable. This is somebody who has a lot of irritable qualities to them. They're annoyed right now. They don't feel good about their life currently. But I'm getting this person is sticking their nose in your business, or it's like I'm seeing somebody kind of almost wanting something from you. Someone could have children here. interference. So for some, this is somebody who has children with another person, with the Three of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, it definitely could be. It won't be for everyone, but if this could be a specific storyline to where this is somebody who, again, either you met recently, you have this Cloud 9 connection. This is a past life connection. Trust your intuition. But also, if this person has not been honest with you, for some only, and your intuition has been telling you like something's up with them, they may be hiding another person, this is probably confirmation for you that they have been maybe hiding, that they have another interference, or they have children. And that could explain why they were sitting there trying to figure out how they're going to come across, how they're going to tell you the truth. That could very well be a specific storyline for somebody. How they're going to tell you the truth, how they're going to, make this like without coming across a certain way. I still don't really know what they want with you entirely. I'm going to confirm that here, and we will look more in the extended. But that could be it. And if it's not, if you already are aware of that, if you already know this is a third party situation, you are just somebody who is in their mind a lot. High Priestess, again, psychically, maybe intuitively. And they do have this like intense attraction for you, which has sort of become like irritating them almost to a certain level. And for those of you who could be watching to where this is a long separation, you may be really surprised to know that they are not the same person that you once knew. And maybe it's because they have something else now. Maybe it's because whatever those circumstances are. And if this is someone who you have long history with, they may kind of feel like they, however you, especially if you left, things, or if you didn't want to give them the time of day, they kind of feel that you're the star over here and they have nothing left to give you because they don't really have much to give in general. Their life is not going too well, or they feel unfulfilled and irritated by maybe the choices that they've made. And so if this is like a separation, this could just be confirming for some of you that even if you are not looking back, or even if they're not looking back, they are continuously, what did I say before, behind the curtain or something like that. They're watching you behind the curtain or behind closed doors. So that could be what they want to be frank with you about. Definitely, this is somebody who feels, I'm hearing cozy, maybe a certain level of coziness somehow with you. Feminine, you could definitely have a lot of feminine energy to you. So let me confirm before we look into the bull, and then we will get a little bit more confirmation. Yeah, this just flew out again. See, secret admirer and love cords. Again, somebody who you're strongly connected to, whether you kind of want to be or not. I mean, you could have detached yourself, but it's like something to where this connection is very, very almost like cemented here in terms of what, kind of the cords that attach the two of you. Somebody here could have a lake house, a certain spot that they go to. I'm hearing lake house. So what is it that they want with you? What do they kind of, what do they want with you? What are their intentions, or not intentions, but like why are they coming up in the reading? What do they really want with the viewer? Why are they tugging on your energy? What are they going to do about it? Yeah, I don't really know if this person's going to do much. It just kind of feels like, at least right now, they seem to be really swimming in the deep end. What do they want with you? This person is somebody who has maybe been avoiding looking within. And love and lace, innocence. What do they want with you? What are they going to do? What are their intentions with you? Yeah, it's like they're showing me a shark swimming in the ocean. sort of like trying to find the way. It's like there's a sense of Seven of Cups being kind of a feeling of them. What they want with you right now is a lot of fantasy in their mind, a lot of like trying to pin you down almost somehow, either like actually or like psychically, I guess you can say. I'm hearing, I don't know if you would say yes, or would you say yes? So they may feel that you would not say yes if it comes to, you know, reopening things or communicating with you. Yeah, I'm hearing something like, they keep showing me ocean references. So somebody could be a Pisces, Cancer, something about, I don't know if I can go that deep, or can I go that deep? Two of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Swords. What do they want with you? Yeah, this is like a connection which is very scary to them. This is a connection that feels very deep, but also very scary to them. Judgment, Ace of Swords. I don't know if I can go there. So again, take that how that will connect with you. If it's a newer person, what you felt between the two of you was very real. And it's almost like it kind of rocked their whole world in a way. It really shook them up. But they also don't know if they can go that deep in terms of like the intensity of the connection. I feel like this is something which would almost be like a really big, somehow like a really big awakening experience. We do have experience here too. So see how they're like on the, you know, their feet are standing here. So it's like something to where this would be a lot, like this would be a heavy experience kind of. This would be something really, yeah, it's like a vortex. I'm getting something spinning around and around, like to endeavor to go into this again, or to take part in this type of connection that you have would be kind of scary to them. So it does feel, what do they want with you? Some of you could have like a very, like an innocence to you, but at the same time you have like a Queen of Wands energy to you as well. What do they want with you? Yeah, I mean, I just keep seeing two souls wrapped together, like in a warm embrace. So they definitely could be wanting that with you. We have white magic, ceremonies and rituals, calling a lover to you, falling under a spell, setting your intentions. Okay, I'm seeing somebody like coughing. They're coughing up and they want to spit something out, like in terms of like maybe that, being honest with you, promise and summer. I do feel this connection actually will be coming into more of a, especially if it's somebody who you're already kind of seeing progress with, or you kind of went through a temporary halt, you're going to be seeing more of what they want to, because I kind of do feel with the Two of Cups, this connection could be heading towards one of more of a commitment at some point. Or if it's not a traditional commitment, it could even be something to where they're going to say, like, I really want to experience this. I want to try this, or I want to kind of go deeper into what this could be. Two of Cups, the Knight of Cups. I'm hearing no more games. Something about no more games, not wanting to play games, but they do have to sort of, and we have autumn here too, so summer and autumn. They could either come towards you towards the summertime, which is now, or as we enter into autumn, they will want to sweep you off your feet. Or they could have done that now, and then in the autumn, there's something more about like a commitment. So we'll look more in the extended, okay, but I'm going to do the bowl here. I think I'm just going to do one draw actually today, and then I will do one more in the extended, and I'm going to get some messages from them in a moment. So if you want to turn down your volume, you can do so. It might be a little bit loud. And these do not have to resonate, so if you do not resonate with any of these details, that's totally fine. It does not have to connect with you. It's just specific confirmation for specific people. definitely a very interesting reading here today. Seeing somebody on a Broadway show. Someone could be, you know, going to a Broadway show or performing on Broadway, or an actor maybe. I'm also hearing wear your hair down more. I don't know if somebody told you that or they're just telling you that through the reading. Wear your hair down more. Or maybe like someone's guide snuck in here. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Yeah, I'm getting more messages before I look into that. I'm also hearing this could be taking the temperature. I think I said earlier, this is them about to take your temperature in a way of like, let's see what can happen here. Let's see if, you know, we can make this work, or let's see if we can get this balloon down on the ground to see like what's really here. Or if it's somebody who you're in separation with, you know, let's see if we can revisit this. But it's like they're definitely approaching it in kind of the Seven of Cups way, like treading a little bit carefully, needing to traverse through the waters to make sure everything is kind of, you know, not too overwhelmed. So we have, we have here George, in terms of names, Gisela, Rosalind, or Rosalind, Manila, or no, I think that's a city, but it could be a name too. We have Michaela, we have Gloria, Levi, Dulce, Juan, Lenore, we have Tavette, Lori, Sally, Ashley, Janice, Karina, Peggy, Ruby, Chum. We have here Shelly Ann, Ricardo, Jory, Vladimir. So Austin could be a name or also a city. Kathy Cat. And then then we have Raw Vegan Guru, somebody's YouTube name. And for locations, we have San Francisco, Arkansas, and that's it. And then we have here Cancer Sun. Yeah, so definitely I was getting a lot of water here. Red hair, someone could have red hair. Architect, officer, and then we have short. So someone could be on the shorter side maybe as well. I might pull one more at the end just because I feel like we needed a little bit more names, but let me just go ahead and see what they want to say to you, and I think I'll leave it there because, yeah, it definitely feels that this is possibly going to come in here in the summer or autumn. And so in the extended, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look a little bit deeper into their feelings using some other decks. We're going to see what they truly intend towards you, what actions they'll actually take, and then what other messages they want to say to you from other decks, and then what maybe you need to know about this. We have mystery at the bottom. Your silence is killing me and my mind is running wild. I wish you would say something. So that would confirm those of you who are no contact. This could even be both of you together thinking this because of this eerie bond you have. Maybe there's a sense of like them almost wanting to. This is, definitely somebody who feels very like captivated or intrigued by you. So if it is a separation, they're definitely thinking in this like infatuated type of way towards you, but they seem to have kind of a lot of issues going on, or they seem to have a lot of these complications. They're a little bit scattered and overwhelmed. If this is a fairly new person, you could have had this initial meeting, this initial spark, but it's like maybe no one has said anything since that time, and so it's kind of a sense of them sitting there pondering about how they're going to be honest. I will actually take a look at that too. When I had heard I want to be frank with you or something, I'm going to see in the extended what they want to say, if they could be completely honest, what they want you to know. Because I'm getting, again, this person is very ungrounded. So it's like I'm being told that even maybe in the extended, I don't know, or here, they may want to say a lot of things, but it's almost like it's all taking place in such a quick way that it's hard to put it into physical words, if that makes any sense. That like they have a lot to say about you, but they just don't maybe know how to go about it. Yeah, so there's testing the waters. Can we just test the waters? Soul. I can feel you on a soul level. I'm beginning to understand how deeply connected we are. So yeah, despite how this person acts, or despite what's going on here, I think it's really somebody who feels, I'm hearing time has not helped, or time has not made them stop thinking about you, or time has not taken this away. So they're kind of feeling a bit spooked, I would say, and I feel like with the test here and the Two of Cups, they sort of want to get to a point maybe where, or they will get to a point where they may feel like they need to do something to figure out why they feel that way. So anything else that this person would want to say? I'm hearing the name Timothy. What are they thinking and feeling about you? What do they want to say to you? They keep showing me the lights on, lights off. I don't know. We have circles. We keep going around and around. I don't want it to be this way anymore. So yeah, definitely for those of you who this has been a ongoing circle with each other, it's almost like I'm seeing someone reach out their hand and like want to touch you, but they keep going in circles, so they can never like get off of that wheel to actually touch you physically. So that could even be something to where energetically you've both been going on in circles over and over. We have shallow. You deserve someone who can meet you halfway. I'm not ready for the real deal. Exit. I need to find a way out because I can't be here anymore. So that is especially if this person has a child, for one group of you, and they feel very irritated right now. It's almost like they feel they're becoming so irritated by their circumstance, even if they don't have a child, it's just whatever they're going through. And it's like they kind of want to find a way to get out of that. But with the shallow, that would confirm that this person has really hidden a lot of who they are under that mask. And so, because earlier when I was trying to tap into their energy, it kept coming up as someone who didn't want to like admit, like I had to sort of get into it to get them to actually speak, kind of, so it's somebody who I feel has really felt very closed up, and they may have become accustomed to kind of living a life of being in a mask type of way, just pretending, maybe somebody who's a people pleaser, somebody who's been pretending that everything's just fine in their life. I'm hearing rocking the boat. They may not want to rock the boat, or they feel like when you rock their boat, kind of, it would be very intense, or it's like something to where they're almost like trying to stay away from you. Yeah, I try to resist your lure, but it's getting more difficult each day. Being away from you has made me realize how much I love you. I want a second chance. I just want to hold you and be close to you. So yeah, for this reading, this is definitely a very strong connection. Dreams, I see you all the time in my dreams. It was a right person, wrong time situation. And I really wouldn't be surprised if this is somebody who is making their way back into your direction, because being apart from you has made them realize this, and they want to, again, they're saying, I want to set the record straight, or I want to be frank. So it feels like I'm hearing elbow grease. They could need to, you know, like really, there's so many messages coming up, but this person has just been thinking a lot about you, and it's almost kind of like, I'm hearing it's made them feel closer to you. If they've been having really significant dreams about you, which they have, it's made them kind of feel closer to you. And it may kind of confuse them. You know, they're just kind of confused. Okay, so we're going to go more in the extended. I'm just going to pull a few more of these. I'm also getting to, they don't want to come across, I think I said before, yeah, they don't want to come across in like a robotic way. Like they don't want to just tell you things. Maybe they did that before for some of you. Like they kind of said what they thought you wanted to hear, or they came across somehow a little bit false. You know, for example, they may have texted you, hey, how's it going, or something, and it was very kind of scripted almost. They don't want to come across like that. They want to find a way to be more transparent with you. Okay, we have Susan, Kim, Karina, Ying, Sarah, Robert, Leisha, Daniel, Elisa, Astrid, Marcy, Lee, Jesper, Elizabeth, Jackie, Noelle, Courtney, and Kavita. And then we have here Tampa, Orlando, someone could live there, Utah, Venezuela, and then we have Scorpio moon, so yeah, water, professor, and history. So you either have history with them, or somebody could be a history professor. So I'm going to go over to the extended, and we're going to see a little bit more. But definitely let me know if you like how this resonated, or if these details resonate with you. And thanks so much for tuning in, and take care. Lots of love.